Hello, hello. Welcome into Lighthouse Tapestry. We are so delighted to join you. How you doing, Ron?
I'm doing great. How are you doing, Ceree?
Oh,
Happy
doing
holidays
great.
here.
Yeah, and you can see I'm festive. I've got a really big tree. It's Monday, the 1st of December. So I always have the tree up by the 1st, and it is my favorite holiday. So I'm even wearing holiday green.
It
But
looks
anyway,
beautiful.
welcome in. Huh?
I say it looks beautiful.
Well, thank you.
Uh-huh.
Three of us to get it through the door, but it is up and it hasn't fallen over yet. So anyway, welcome in. Today is Monday and we have the daily threat. And Ron and I have developed a kind of a routine of getting together on Mondays and reading runes and oracle cards together. And a couple of announcements before we get started. We will be doing our live on Wednesday, the 3rd of December. And we will also have our full moon ritual on Thursday, the 4th of December. So hopefully you'll plan that in your calendar, and we'll be sending out details on the channel that you can join in. And Ron, would you just remind the viewers about our website and how to find us?
Yes, it's thelighthouse.tapestry.com. And the thing is, we have been getting questions about doing extended readings. In other words, just a card or just a rune. And so specifically about runes, there's a 1 rune pool, a 3 rune pool, 5 rune pool, a 6 rune pool, all answering different questions. And there's even one that addresses 3 lifetimes. So be aware that there's additional information. So if you go to the website, not only are the runes available to you, but the Akashic readers that we have are fantastic. It's unbelievable if you want to know about your prior life and things like that. And we have a master channel, and we have a lot of tarot card readers and astronomy. So by all means, go there if you're interested in an extended reading or have a specific question about what's going on in your life.
That's great. We also have some courses. Dawn has got an astrology course in process. Wendy's going to be teaching the basics of tarot starting January the 8th. We have an Akashic Records Mastery course starting January the 11th. And actually today, Denise, Morgan, and Ruby are doing a subscription basis. It is on empowerment, small group conversation, support for one another. So feel free to check us out on the website. And also, please like, subscribe, and share if this material resonates for you. All right. So, Ron, we're going to get started. I think your light went out again.
It did. Can you hold on a second?
Yeah. A lot of light issues. Internet issues. It's been interesting. Okay.
Okay. So, good enough.
We get started. And Ron, I'll just let you kick it off and what we're going to pull today for the readers.
Okay. The first rune I pulled, and I do pull from the Book of Runes by Ralph Bloom. And the rune that I pulled is the overview card for the collective. And it's a very nice rune. It's called Joy, all right, or Light. And the reading is that this rune is a fruit-bearing branch. The terms of travail have ended, and you have come to yourself in some regard. The shift that was due to occur you can now freely receive the rune's blessings, whether they be in a material gain or your emotional life or in a heightened sense of your own well-being. This is an acclamic moment in which understanding is transmuted from knowledge. The knowledge itself was a necessary but not sufficient condition. Now you can rejoice having been carried across the gap by the will of heaven. So again, a very uplifting rune. Joyousness accompanies the new energy blocked before now. Light pierces the clouds and touches the waters just as something lovely emerges from the depths. The soul is illuminated from within at the meeting place of heaven and earth, the meeting of the waters. So this is a really positive rune, and it looks like we're all moving in the right direction, and I feel very good about that.
Great, great. So the second rune, which I pulled, is about the challenge that we have in front of us. So with this beautiful, joyful energy, what is the challenge that we can get to that feeling of joy? And I pulled this rune, and this is around harvest. Now, I'm going to read a little bit of this rune, and it says, this applies to any endeavor or activity to which you are committed. Be aware that no quick results can be expected, because, as you know, when you plant seeds in the harvest, there is a time for it to germinate. You have to water it, you've got to take care of it and feed it, and it just needs some time. So we are experiencing this move to the new earth energies and the frequency of love on this planet. But what this is saying is we have to wait until the harvest to see the fruits of our labor. You have prepared the ground and planted the seed. Now you must cultivate with care. To those whose labor has a long season, a long coming to term, this rune offers encouragement of success. Know that the outcome is in the keeping of providence, and continue to persevere. So this is a card, a rune, very similar to the Seven of Pentacles, which is all around planting the seeds. And actually, I have it from the Rider-Waite deck to show you. So this is very symbolic of, it's doing the work, head down, letting the seeds be planted, and taking care of the soil, taking care of the plants. But you might not have actually moved to that joyful vibration and energy just yet. You might be seeing glimpses of it, but it's not fully here yet, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that sounds good. And it's interesting that the action rune that I pulled is breakthrough. And so it kind of follows right after the harvest that you're talking about. So here's the final rune belonging to the cycle of initiation. Drawing this rune often signals a major shift or breakthrough in the process of self-change, a complete transformation in attitude, a 180-degree turn. For some, the transition is so radical that they are no longer able to live the ordinary life in the ordinary way. And I could tell you, I've talked to people who are just coming unglued because things are changing with them. Yeah. Because the timing is right, the outcome is assured, although not from the present vantage point, predictable. In each life, there comes at least one moment, if recognized and seized, transform the course of that life forever. Rely, therefore, on radical trust, even though the moment may call for you to leap empty-handed into the void. With the rune, your warrior nature reveals itself. Again, you're all spiritual warriors. Leap into the void. So if this rune, I'll disregard that, a major period of achievement and prosperity is often introduced by this rune. And the darkness is behind you. Daylight has come. Nevertheless, you are reminded not to collapse yourself into thoughts for the future or behave recklessly in your new situation. Considerable hard work can be involved in a time of transformation. Undertake to do it joyfully. And again, it follows with the other runes, the joy that's coming, the harvest that's coming, and now the breakthrough. So all looking positive to me, Ceree.
That's great. Well, to end the session today, I pulled a couple of oracle cards. And the first one, well, let me back up. Before Ron and I get on camera, we don't tell each other what we're pulling. We just pull our runes or our cards, and we don't communicate beforehand. So we don't know what the other is pulled, but you can see the linkage with the messages. It's really quite nice. But this is from the Oracle of the Seven Energies, and this is called Bearing Fruit. I'm not making this up. And this is around the harvest. And in this guidebook, it talks about planting seeds. And again, it's very much like the Seven of Pentacles. And this card came out 2 times today in readings that I was doing for people. And so this is a reminder of, as you are moving to this new energy, this vibrational frequency that frankly we've never been in before, it's to expand our experience of these frequencies of joy, of love, of harmony, of compassion. And I love it. But it's saying we're not quite there yet, but don't lose hope. So persevere, have patience, and continue the journey. And the last card I pulled was from the Akashic Records Guidebook, because I said, Spirit, what's kind of the higher wisdom of this? And this card is the law of higher will. And this card basically means we are expanding beyond our own self, and we are expanding out into the collective. We're actually connecting with our higher selves. And I'm going to read you just a little bit of this, because it says, when we surrender our smaller self and our will to the guidance of the higher will or the higher self, and we dedicate our actions for the highest good of all, we feel an inspired glow at the center of our lives. It is this feeling that enables us to move beyond our separate selves and smaller wills and relinquish control to our higher self. So we are expanding out to the collective. And I think the dominant frequency is shifting to one of love. And all of us have the opportunity to be the lighthouse in whatever way that we feel is our journey and feel called to. So the higher wisdom of this is kind of looking at this and saying, continue the journey. We're connecting with the higher self. We are expanding our consciousness, and we're really, as a community, getting to that tipping point. And I think it's a beautiful message. So don't give up.
Very good.
Well, always great to see you. And to our viewers, if you are inclined, please like, subscribe, and share with others. We'll see you on Wednesday evening for our live, where we do card pulls for our viewers, and we would love to have you join us. Again, have a beautiful Monday. Take care.
Good to see you, Ceree. Bye-bye.
Bye.